one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jags and the Saints, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
Their team.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Lawrence eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. That one a pickup at 15 for Jacksonville. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Drake. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram his second touchdown on the season. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and good by Garibay, and that makes the score 7-0. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. From the 6. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and he'll be taken down at the 18. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago: 19 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football, because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as good running gets them to about the 44. The Saints at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Love, they go play action now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
A second down throw for Love. Roberts has it, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Love now. Roberts got it. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Garibay on to attempt the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To throw now. Here's Love. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
On 2nd and 9, Love. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing. First down the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A give up the middle to Gibson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready. Red cycle.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Neal snags this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Lawrence. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here now Roberts. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Love. It's caught by Roberts. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Love. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Lawrence will throw. And Ingram holds it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here we go, here we go.
Up the middle they go with Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Garabay's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Love now to pass on first down. Got a man here, it's Roberts. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drive.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Love. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alan Lazard, a 1-yard touchdown reception. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Love looking to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jerome Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we see, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in an open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the ball.
Look at this, a tight end carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Love. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Mevis knocks this one through. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Gets this quickly to Ingram. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Come on, set.
On first down, Lawrence. That'll be checked down to Drake. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one
touchdown! Darius Slayton from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Garibay on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. From the 6. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A little juke. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And here's a give to Gibson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Love now on second down. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Love. Able to find Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
A give running right, Gibson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Love now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Love. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Connor Hayward, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
A lot of times, just that first read that you had, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Saints to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, Love. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They hand off to their big tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
1st down, going to the air with Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 10. A minute 51 on the clock. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here's is Lawrence. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marcus Davenport in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Garabay's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. An excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for New Orleans, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's fine as her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they know my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the. I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, overfolding like origami? What? I walk the walk. I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how this just happened, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career's snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up, then swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy than they with me. Yeah, crazy than they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe, so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Turn of vision, block opinions, and I can give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Davis Mills.